Bonnie, Curly Girl Crafter, here in Loveland, Colorado. This is Flosstube number 11. It's November 23rd, 2021. Welcome. I appreciate everyone coming to spend some time with me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I appreciate that. Just let me know that people are still interested. I thank you everyone for all your comments. I've been commenting to everyone and love hearing about how many people were into cross stitch and have come back to cross stitch. I've been hearing that so much from everyone, and it's just so interesting that how we gave it up for a while and then came back, and I'm not sure why. For me, I think it's because more patterns that were more relevant to me were coming into existence. Because back in the 80s, 90s, I was only cross-stitching on Ada, which I'm only an Ada cross-stitcher. So welcome to my journey. I don't know, I'm starting to ramble. This is a Flosstube This is a channel about my cross-stitch journey. Some wool applique, sometimes quilting, what other crafty crap I've been up to. Today it's mostly cross-stitching. I just didn't have anything else that I worked on for art crafty stuff. I did do a little traveling. I was in southern Kansas again. It was great weather. I can't complain. This time of year, it's the end of November. We should be seeing snow and wind and but it's been great for traveling, so I'm appreciative of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into everything because I have a lot to share. I'm excited. I have some full finishes. I can't believe it. First though, before I start getting into that, I'm gonna talk about the great floss drop trade. I got a little stack of some more. It's, if you're not familiar, Mama GB started this hashtag. It's called the Great Floss Drop Trade. So if you go to Instagram, you can search that hashtag. And what is going on is people are making cards, floss drop cards to trade all over the world. And these are the ones that I've made. And I still have some of both of them left if anybody still wants to trade. There are still a ton of people out there who are still trading floss drop cards. So if you're late to the game, I was late. Thought I was late. There's still people jumping in and doing it, but I still have cards if anyone is still interested in trading. Message me on Instagram, and it's the same handle, Curly Girl Cross Stitcher, and I'd be happy to trade with you. So I just wanted to share a couple really quick ones. This one is from Shelly. Pretty rose. So pretty. I'll just share these real quick because everybody put a lot of work into these, and I like to see other people's as well. These are from, oh, these are really pretty. This is from Lisa. Look at this. Aren't those so pretty? I think those are fun. Okay, I'm going to put these back in their cards. And everybody has sent cards, and look at the kitty on this one. You know, I went to started to film this and it was cloudy. Oh, this is from Shelly. Shelly, I don't know if you watched my Flosstube, but you sent me two. I don't know what happened. I love them, it's fine, but it's hard to keep track who you've sent them to and who you haven't. These are from Becky. I was kind of curious as to where this was. Becky, if there was a card or anything here. This was open when I got it, so, but the floss drops themselves made it. Isn't that pretty? I kind of wondered where that was. Looks like someplace in Colorado where I live. Okay, so this gal, this is Karen from Jacksonville, Florida. She just goes all out. She says, thank you for your card swap on her, I shouldn't show her address maybe on there. But on the back, there's a couple funny sayings on here, and it says, stitching because murder is wrong. Warning, I have the patience to stab something 1,000 times. You there, have you seen my wife? She came into the craft store for just one thing 2 hours ago. That's me, into the craft store. Or into Target. I call it the Target vortex. Do you guys have that? Oh my gosh, I go into Target and I just start wandering around. I can't get out. I don't know what the deal is. And then the other little comic on here says, no, I don't have enough cross-stitch patterns. Stop asking. So that's fun. And then this one is all decorated with cross-stitch heart. So cute. This gal, she just, let's see, this is Sally in LA. She just went all out with hers. I mean, she's amazing. Look, so she sent this beautiful card with a note. They came all tied up beautifully, and she also had a typed little card that tells about this, and it says, thank you for trading floss drop cards with me. The buttons and needlebook in my floss drop photo were my grandmother's. The button box poem was one my mother had clipped and saved. And so, isn't that special? I like that. So, those are my floss drop cards from the past couple weeks. And I sent some more out yesterday to some people, and I think I'm still expecting a few more. So, it's definitely still going on and going strong. So, if you're late to the game, no worries. Hop on board. Okay, let me move these out of the way. Okay, I didn't really prepare any notes, so I'm kind of all over the place today. So, one of the little shops I went to, one of the quilt shops down in southern Kansas, one of my shop owners, she gave me this pincushion. Look at this fun fabric on here. Isn't it cute? I just love that. So she made that and gave it to me. I thought that was very sweet of her. Love me a good pincushion. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to show just a couple haul things. I ordered this PDF online. I love this kit, or this chart. It's Fairy Keys, and I love the colors of this. So it was a PDF that I downloaded from Little Fox Stitching. I kitted it up. I've got some fabric ready to go, and these are my colors. I don't know when I'll start this. I was looking for this color. I need that for something. I might have to steal it out of here. Darn it. I need to get to the store. I kind of changed up the colors to reflect what the actual picture looked like, because that's what drew me to this, were the colors. Anyway, so I got that. Something that I picked up at, I guess we're doing haul. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. I think these were Hobby Lobby. They're round ornaments. And I kind of thought that I might do some of these Prairie Schooler animal ornaments. I think they will just fit on here. So I thought that would be fun. Hobby Lobby is a great place to go to look for things like that. Also, while I was there, I picked up this little paddle. It was very inexpensive, and I think it was 50% off or something. You know, it says enjoy, but I could cover it up or just put something on the other side. I thought I could put some little cute thing on there. So I picked that up as well. Thought that would make a good finish, because I'm all into the finishes now. Okay, and then I got a couple other charts. Hands-on Design, Bottle and Brush Tree Farm. Love this. I think I'm drawn to the green Ada on the back. I'm going to have to try to dye some fabric. That's the problem with Ada. I mean, I know there's some hand-dyed fabrics out there, and I've definitely bought some, but it is harder to find some of the popular colors, like Havana. I can't find Havana in anything, and Aztec Red. So those kinds of colors you have to dye yourself, because you just can't get them in Ada. I'm sorry, there's just like that sun coming in. Okay, and I got the Snowball from Brenda Gervais. I know everybody has already seen this. I think these are adorable. Look at these ones on the back. So cute. And there's another one. Look at this little gingerbread house. Look how cute. So I got that. And then I'm fascinated with the orphanage samplers from Bristol. And so I got this one from Hands on Design, or Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Sorry. Oh, sorry about the glare. Look at that. Isn't that insane? I guess there are so many of these samplers running around out there. I'm fascinated by them. If you don't know about them, you really need to go read some of the stories. There's a whole website dedicated to their samplers and talking about the story of them. And I'm going to be talking about more about the those samplers probably next couple floss tubes later, as I will later. 7 red alphabets. I don't know if I showed you guys this one before or not. I can't remember if this was in my pile. This is from Needlework Press. I just think it's really cool. I love alphabets. Okay. So let's see. This is a new start. I started the Christmas 2021 Mystery Stitch Along from Barbara Anna. It's Christmas. And so only part 1 is out. You can still do it if you want. There's going to be 3 sections. And let's see, I really, there's not much to show. Here, I'll show her. So it's a PDF, so you can get it straight away. So this is like her little advertisement. And so it looks like there's going to be like a little village-like looking thing. I don't know. But there's the first part that we've got going on. So I've started this. And like I said, there's 3 parts. Only part 1 has been released. I can't remember if they're released every 2 or 3 weeks up to Christmas. I'm not sure. I don't remember. While I'm in this bag. Oh, here's my project bag. This is one I made. And here's my lovely scissors. I think I have these on my shop, but I think I only have like 1 pair of those. I thought they were interesting, the way they are shaped. Anyway, okay. So I am doing this on Picture This Plus 14 count Aida. And here is my start. And I almost have part 1 done. I needed another color. It's a darker color. So all I have to do is fill in with the darker color in a couple places and finish my sign. Whoops. And then I'll be done with part 1. It's really fun and easy, and I kind of thought, oh, it seemed doable. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But it's cute. I like it. I love this tarnish color. It's so pretty. I have another project that I'm doing on this same. This is what I had left over. So that is a new start. Oh my gosh, you guys. You just start doing this and you have stuff piled everywhere. Okay, I had another new start. This is Farmhouse Christmas from the Little House Needleworks. And I'm going to do it all as one big piece. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that very outside border yet or not. I have plans to do that outside border, but who knows, it could change. So I'm working on block 1. I have a little start. There's my little start. I started this over like 3 times, not even kidding. I stitched it on this fabric that I had, and I've not been that thrilled with this fabric to begin with. I stitched something else on it, but I can't remember what. And it was too light, and you couldn't see the white stitching on there. And I'm not going to stitch if you can't see my stitching. What's the point? So I had stitched the whole first square, and in my wisdom, I'm like, oh, I can fix this. My wisdom. So I took washi tape and I taped over the entire block. And then I have some antiquing spray from Primitive Gatherings, and I sprayed over it. And I'm like, oh, this is working. And I pulled it off. And I'm like, oh, this did work. It didn't go through to the white thread. I'm like, oh, okay. And I could see my threads. I'm like, I'm excited. Well, then I started looking at it closer. It was real obvious, and it was not good. It was not good. So then I'm like, okay, well, what if I spray it from the back? Maybe it'll seep through and kind of fill in around my thread. So then I went to the back and I sprayed in the back. And it was just not working. So I took out all the stitching, which is not a thing I would usually do. I'd rather throw the piece of fabric away. But I got this special, and it's a big piece. And so then I started restitching it, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I started like stitching it like way up here. I don't know where my brain was. So I had stitched like part of this, and I'm like, what are you doing, Bonnie? So I stopped, pulled that out, and then I started again. I'm using whitewash for the white. I love whitewash. Anyway, so I was laughing at myself because I'm crazy. And I haven't, here's my Christmas scissors in this bag. They have poinsettias on them. Aren't they cute? My threads are a mess in this bag. I don't know what to say. They're here. So it's cherry cobbler and weeping willow are the colors, and roasted chestnut nut. Oh wait, I have some on a thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of have a mess. Well, anyway, so that's a new start, and I'm excited about it. I think it'll be pretty. And I was going to tell you the fabric that I use because, like I said, it's not my favorite. I don't like stitching on it, and I don't like the way it's printed. Farmhouse Christmas. It's Vintage Needle Arts. It's a toffee color. And I don't know if they print their color. I think they must, and I don't know. It was printed weird. It didn't look good. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's just the piece I had. So anyway, that's my other new start. So I have 2 Christmas starts, which I usually only stitch in season because that's what I like. Well, I guess I must be getting excited for Christmas because there, I started those 2 Christmases. Okay, and then so back to fall stitching. I am still working on my Autumn Strolls Make Thankful Souls from Lindy Stitches, and I love this chart. I love this chart. It's so cute. The turkeys. I love the turkeys. Oh, I just thought of another finish. Where'd it go? Oh, I put it over here. Okay, so I started with the pheasant, and I have the pheasant finish, and I've started on the turkey over here. And I'd like to stitch this turkey this week here. We'll see if I can get to it. But I finished up the pheasant, and he's adorable. Love him. He turned out so good. This is that same fabric that I used on that Christmas mystery. I love this. I didn't think I was going to do this on a blue because their blue is quite bright. That wasn't for me. But this muted is perfect. I love this. So I love this little project. It's fun. That pheasant was a lot of, what are they, stitching all, like, I don't know. It was, he's got some, you know, a lot of changes in there, and they're not symmetrical. I don't know what you call that. Is that confetti stitching? I don't know if that's correct. So I worked on him, love him. I want to work on him. Maybe I'll work on him tonight. Here's my scissors that are in here. Love these little red ones. Okay. Next is my now called, oh wait, did I show you guys? I love this bag too. Look at the deer. I made this bag. Isn't he cute? The deer and the owl. Try to show my bags because I forget. Oh, did I show you my bag with my Farmhouse Christmas in it? Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so my other little bag is this one. And this has got, so this is like twofold. This is my Black Sampler November that Jacob over Modern Folk Embroidery started. And this is also my 1 thread a day stitch. So I'm committed to doing 1 thread a day on probably a sampler type project every day. Now, full disclosure, there are days that I can't stitch. I just can't get to it, so I don't. But I make up for it the next day. So if I don't stitch one day, the next day I'll stitch 2 threads. But I'm not going to stitch any more. I'm not going to stitch any less. I just want to see, like, what does that look like? Like over a year time period. I can't wait for January 1st to come because I'm going to start a new project and make it a big one and do 1 thread a day and see, like, how many years does it take me? What does like 1 thread a day look like as I move forward? So I think that will be fun. Anyway, so this is from Blackbird Designs. It's a free chart that I linked in my last video if you're looking for it. And here's my progress. This is since November 1st, 1 thread a day. Now that also includes if I've started a thread and it gets all knotted up and I have to get it out. gets thrown away, and that kind of counts as my one thread, so it is what it is. But this fabric is very loose weave. I'm not that thrilled with it either, but it's fine. It looks very old-fashioned. I like how it's looking, but I don't like stitching on it. Oh, here's my scissors in here. Okay, get this all back in. Okay, so now for some finishes. Okay, this is a project I did out of In Friendship's Way from Blackbird Designs. It is, well, I can just show you the finish, right? I don't have to show you the picture. Duh. Look at this. Isn't this fun? I love the moth. So I finished it. I know it's not very big, but I still finished it. So I left, oh, so I changed the date is the year my grandmother was born, and then ED are her initials for Evelyn Dyer. That's what she went by. And I'm going to make this into a little strawberry. And when I get the strawberry made, I hope to do that this week. On the top of the strawberry, I'm hopefully going to put one of these buttons at the top so that it kind of sits on there. We'll see how that goes. This is 18 count natural Aida. I love stitching on this. This was great. But won't that be pretty? I can't wait. I'm so excited to finish it. So that is going to be fun. I need to watch some of Anna's tutorials on how to finish strawberries, because I did watch her tutorial on how to finish some stuff the other day, just watching her do some things like you guys suggested. Oh, I know what I watched it for. It's this next finish. This is the Gobbler Rides Again, and it's a full finish. I'm so excited. So I made it into a little pin pillow, and I put rickrack in the seam. It's hard to see because it's brown. Let me grab a little board here. Ouch. There, you can see it better. Whoops. And then I put a plaid on the back, and I did the slit method in the back and stitched the slit shut, and then I ironed a piece of wool across my seam, and I'm gonna stitch around this with some pearl cotton or something. But I just haven't done it yet. But I'm counting it as a full finish because I love him. Isn't he so cute? The Gobbler Rides Again. I've always loved that pattern. Okay, I was excited for fall to stitch that one. Okay, and then the next two finishes, they're small though, came from this book, Modern Folk Art Cross Stitch. I shared that with you guys before. So I did two little motifs, and I made them into paperweights. I followed the tutorial that Hello from Liz Matthews did on her YouTube channel. It's really hard to see these, but they turned out perfect. They were fun. They were easy to do. They're kind of weird because they're the paperweight. With the felt on the back, they were so fun to finish. And they're very easy, very doable. There's some felt on the back of this one. This one's the pink one. Well, maybe if I hold it closer, that works better. Yeah, I don't know. So let me show this blue one again. So that was fun. That was fun to finish those. I had 3 full finishes and a finish. I'm so proud of myself, can you tell? Okay, even though they're small. I don't care. All right. I wanted to talk a little bit about these hoops. So I use the Morgan stand hoop, lap stand hoop. I have a couple sets of these because they are interchangeable, and so that's what I use. And I have these on my Etsy shop, and somebody was asking me, actually I've had more than one person ask me if you could interchange them with the larger hoops. And I said I didn't know. So I ordered a set of the larger hoops. They come in a set of 3 as well. These are 7, 10, and 14 are the sizes. The smaller ones are 5, 7, and 9. They are interchangeable. They work the same way. They have the same holes. Obviously, the only thing is you can't take like this 14-inch hoop and you can't connect the 5-inch hoop to it. That just is physically impossible. But you know, I can take this 7-inch hoop and I can hook it together with the 9-inch hoop from this one. So they are all interchangeable to some degree. I don't have these on my Etsy shop right now, the larger one, because I didn't really know if, I mean, it's so big, I didn't know if anybody would be really interested in it. I mean, I guess I could see you using it to maybe work on like a big sampler. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody's interested in this, I can put this in my Etsy shop and I can definitely get you one. Because to my knowledge, I can't find these on anywhere. Not on Amazon. I don't know of anybody that sells the 3 for any of these anywhere else. But I can get them from the place where I work. So if you are interested in this larger one, please message me and I'd be happy to put it on so you can get one if you want one. Just let me know that. I don't know if I'm going to put them on. Maybe I'll stick it on. I don't know. Okay, a plan that I want to do, I wanted to share with you guys. This is a bag I made. This is that funky fabric that I told you guys that I swore my mom had wallpaper that looked like this in her kitchen, and she sent me a picture. And I think it's kind of similar. It's these colors anyway, this orange and the pink and the green. Oh, and you know what? You know who made this fabric? Marsha. I think it's Marsha. Is it Marsha or Jan? I think it's Marsha from the Brady Bunch. She designs fabric. She designed this fabric. It's one of the two. So anyway, I thought that was funny. Okay, so this is a project that I kitted up. This is the Plum Street sampler. George decorates for Martha. And so I'm going to start this for Thanksgiving. This is going to be my Thanksgiving Day start. I am cooking Thanksgiving dinner here at my house. I almost always do. But it's, I don't know, I don't find it that difficult to cook, but anyway. So I am going to do it on this nutmeg. See, this is from Vintage Needle Arts, and this fabric is not weird like that other one was. I don't know. Maybe I had a weird one. It's 18 count. These are my threads. So I'm gonna get a start on it on Thanksgiving. Who knows how far I'll get, but I don't care. I just want to get a start. I want to get my threads all dropped up on their floss drops and just get a start so that it's ready to go. Because like I've said before, getting everything kitted and then getting it started, figuring out where to start. Once it's started, it's so much easier to pick it up and work on it. So that's my goal. I don't know where Apollo is today. He must be in the basement, hanging out with the boys. Okay, so the last few things I'm just going to share. I don't have any wool to share. I don't have any quilting to share. All I did was some cross stitching. But I was bad again. I can't help it. I bought some fabric stuff, and I can't help it. I'm going to have to give you guys a tour of my sewing room so you can see why I don't need anything. So I bought this Lori Holt kit. This is her stitch fabric, I believe. It makes a table runner. Spools and bobbins, table runner. I don't know if there's a picture of it in here. Oh, here's a picture. So it makes a nice big table runner. Oh gosh. So I thought that was fun, of course. And then in the same fabric line, I love this though. I ordered this a long time ago. It makes a pincushion quilt. Like, oh, look how cute. Look how cute. So this is done with her stitch fabric, and I'm excited about this one. And of course it comes in this like fabulous box that, like, why wouldn't you want this, right? I mean, look at these fabrics. Oh, this one's sweet. And all her kits usually come with like layer cakes or charm packs, depending on what the project is, so it makes it real easy to use. So that bolt of fabric that I got from her that has the cross stitching on it, I'm going to use for the back of this, and probably this one too when I get to it in like 10 more years. Okay, and then when I was down in Garden City, Kansas, I picked up this kit. Look at the vintage deer. All Christmassy. I love this. Not sure if I will put the deer on or not, but the fabrics, I love the fabrics. They're so sweet. We'll see. I don't know. How it works is you put together, you piece the background, and then what you do is you cut out this big deer and applique it onto your piece blocks. And so I love the deer, but I might do something different with the deer. I don't know yet. We'll see when I make this in 50 more years. But, oh yes, look at all the fun fabrics. Look, it's the same fabric that I made my project bag out of. I've always loved this, and this came out a couple of years ago, I think, but see, that's her. Yeah, this was not on order, and I just got this because they had their Christmas stuff out, and it was cute. Okay, and then let me show you, yes, some other fabric I got. Because I was bad. This is Heather Ross, Far Away. I'm a huge Heather Ross fan for fabric. Look at those mushrooms. She just has fun. Look at these guitars. These are fun. Guitars. This is not really the color it is, but that's okay. Here's some flowers. I mean, it's just kind of sweet, kind of, what do I want to say? Dreamlike or fantasy. I don't know. Kid-like. What can I say? I'm still a kid. So these I also had ordered. And then something else I ordered. These are charm packs from Robert Kaufman, London Calling. And these are very soft. These have to be lawn. A cotton lawn. It doesn't say, but they're so soft. They'll make up such a soft little quilt. But they're so florally and pretty and gorgeous that I'll have to do something fun. So I got 4 charm packs of that to make something fun. And that's seriously, oh, look at that one. I love that one with the gray background. That's all, that's it. So other plans, I've pulled out a stack of Christmas things that I want to kit up because we know how long it takes to kit. So I'm going to work on kitting up these things. I'd like to work on these in December. You know, I always have high hopes. I don't know. You know, I plan like 1,000 things and I can get like one thing done in my life. So these are Christmas ones that I want to kit up for the month of December and plan to work on in December. We'll see. I don't know. Everybody talks about Vlogmas, and I don't think I can commit to a video a day, but I think I might try to do more videos in the month of December. I don't know. We'll see how it's going. I have a lot on my plate, but I do have 2 weeks off in December. So, hence, I'm sure I can get all these projects worked on, right? The other thing that I'm working on, so this is 12 projects that I have kitted up, and they have taken me forever. The floss and the fabric. I heard the Calculated Stitcher talk about, and I don't know where this started from, but she talked about doing 12 by 12 on New Year's Eve day. And what it means is starting at noon until midnight on New Year's Eve day, you start one project an hour. And so I thought, oh, I'm into that. 12 is doable, so I've got them kitted up and they're ready to go. And so every hour you start a new project and you just get some stitches into it. And I want all the whips. I want all the projects started because it's easier for me. This stresses me out. The whole kitting it up stresses me out, and it's a lot of work. And so that's my plan. And I'm hoping to do some kind of a video that day. And I can't decide if I'm gonna like get on once an hour, or maybe I just go live once an hour. I don't know. I don't know. But I tried to Google it. I tried to look up on YouTube to see if anybody else has ever done that, or where this came from, or who started this. But I couldn't find anything. So if anybody else knows anything about this, let me know. I'd like to know if there's like a group or what. So it's 12 by 12 is what she called it. And I don't know. She mentioned another Flosstuber, and I went and looked at that Flosstuber, but I couldn't find it, and now I can't think of the name of who the Flosstuber was. But if anybody knows anything about it, or I don't know, any suggestions, let me know. So this is going to be my 12 by 12. I'm so proud of myself that I got these 12 projects all kitted up. That is so much work. So now I have to work on my Christmas ones that I want to do in the month of, my birthday's in December, so I also have like a birthday start in here. And then just fun projects. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. I think that's plenty. I've been rambling on enough. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and let me know if you know anything about the 12 by 12, because I would like to know if you do. And let me know if you have any comments on Vlogmas, or how you guys feel about it. Do you like that even? I don't know. I'm already doing my scrapbook, my December daily in December, which is a story a day. And I talked about that on my last Flosstube. And so I could maybe like share that. I could share the stitching I did for the day. Although I don't know how much stitching I'll have, but I am off for good 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. I can't remember how much vacation time I have, but I need to use it up. Plus there's holidays in there. So by the time you get it all scheduled, it works out to be quite a bit. Anyway, so let me know what you think. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. It's a rough world out there. We can all use a little kindness. Start all the things. Finish nothing. This is the way. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Thanksgiving.